So I was reading this book on Taoism. I think it's called Tao Te Ching or something. And it was the English translation by Stephen Mitchell or Michelle. And like, it really resonated with me, and it reminded me that I've truly never felt more alive than when I was at my worst, like rock bottom. And I think that's also why I just do some really dumb stuff just to feel like that again. What do I mean by that? So sometimes I will just do shit just to feel something. Like the first time I ever saw that phrase or heard that phrase, or just to feel something, I'll do this. It was in a meme or something, and there's truth to it. Like, it's literally story of my life. Like, I will just do things just to feel human. Like, I'll do dumb things just to feel human. I'll just sin just to feel human, whatever, like however you want to put it. And it just, like, I don't know, because if I wasn't doing that, then I never really knew what it felt like to be alive. Like, otherwise I was just existing. Like, this was like years ago, and it's been a struggle since then, obviously. It's become a lot easier, but it's still a struggle. When I say struggle, I mean it's a work in progress. Because in this book about Taoism, because obviously I'm Orthodox, but if I wasn't Orthodox, I would be like Taoist or like Buddhist or whatever. And like, this book really, I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm about halfway through, but it's really singing to me. Like, it's just reminding me of a lot of stuff. Like, this is the kind of book I will read to remind myself that everything is okay. You are not in danger. No one's out to get you. You're not in a race with anyone. You're not falling behind. You're not doing too much. Like, everything is out of control, and that's okay. But yeah, in the book, there was this chapter, and I don't know which one it was. I'll try, I think I'm going to quote it in like the description or whatever. And it was essentially saying, if you're on the ladder, it's going to be shaky regardless of if you go up or if you go down. So even if because right now I'm doing quite well in life, and what you'd stereotypically call like good in life, like I have nothing to complain over. Like, I feel quite liberated, if anything. And to many, that's like, oh, she's doing well. I guess so. I still feel very shaky, and I always thought, what's wrong with me? Like, why do I keep feeling like this? I have nothing to complain over. Like, I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people right now, like, objectively speaking. A lot, like, whether it's emotion, I'm talking about like emotional, like, I'm not talking about financial, like living situation, whatever. I'm talking about like emotionally. I'm in a very clear space, almost too clear, where I become so self-aware that it almost envelopes me. Like, I feel like I'm being swallowed up by my own thoughts. Like, I just have a lot of thoughts going on, and I don't really know what to do about it. I used to think I was literally broken. And but yeah, in this chapter he was just like, the author, the translations, they were just saying how even if you're going down or up, it's gonna feel shaky. To me, that means like, whether I'm doing well or bad, I'm always gonna feel this weird sense of anxiety. And I was very confused, because I've surpassed my anxiety. Like, I don't have it anymore. Like, I know, like, how do I explain it? Like, the chemical reaction of anxiety, or, you know, the hormones that get released during an anxiety attack, like, they will still be there, but I know how to keep it under control. Sometimes I know how to like extinguish it before it even blows up into anxiety. Like, if I'm really excited, my body can't tell the difference between excitement and anxiety. Like, it's already been extinguished before it can even happen, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, this whole month I've just been feeling very weird. Like, I've been feeling very strange. I feel like an alien. Like, I feel like I'm performing all the time, and I never used to feel like that. Like, I feel like I've become too self-aware. So sometimes I actually wish I became lobotomized and a bit stupid, so that I don't actually have to like process or think about anything. That's why I envy people sometimes when they're just saying stupid stuff that don't make any sense. So when they're worrying about things that don't actually matter, I'm like, I really wish I had it as easy as you, to just care about shit that doesn't actually matter. And yeah, like, I really needed to ground myself again, because I could already feel myself kind of floating away, like in a sea of my own thoughts, if that makes sense. So yeah, anytime I feel like that, obviously I pray about it to God, but I also read upon Taoism. I don't really believe in the whole labeling yourself as things. Like, Taoism or being a Taoist is not the kind of thing, in my opinion, you should label yourself as. It's just a thing. Like, it's a verb. Like, you are like, that's the way I put it. Like, instead of just like, oh, I'm a Taoist, I listen to these strict rules, I do this, I do that. I don't know, I feel like labels are quite obsolete. Like, we don't really need them. Like, I don't know, the more I find out about myself, the less I find myself needing or resonating with many labels, because I'm always like, oh, this label requires this list of things. I don't qualify for number 9 out of the 10 list of things. Therefore, I'm not this thing. Like, there's no point. Anyways, but yeah, I felt like I was going up a bit too fast, up the ladder a bit too fast, whatever that means. Like, I just felt as if too many good things were happening to me. I don't know, too many positive things, especially at a time in my life where years ago I would have seen it as quite negative. Like, I would have been overwhelmed, and it would have like struck like a panic attack or an anxiety attack or imposter syndrome or what have you. And because of all these kind of, I guess, good things happening to me, like, I didn't really know how to respond to it. And obviously the best response is just no response. Like, that's what I got from the book, from the chapter at least. Like, if you don't know how to feel, then just don't feel anything. And that in itself is a feeling, if that makes sense. It's all a bit, but it just made sense to me, because like, obviously I'm neurodivergent, so when I'm reacting to situations, sometimes I'll look at how others react to it, and I'm like, okay, does this make sense how they're reacting to it? Should I react the same way? Like, I calculate it. I don't just let myself feel the thing. I look at what other people are doing, and I see, oh, does this make sense? Should I copy what they're doing? In reality, I really shouldn't be, but I didn't know how else to operate. And now I'm kind of going on my own 2 feet, kind of. Like, I'm really letting myself go in a good way, at least to me. Like, I'm letting myself take over instead of trying to dilute myself with other people's thoughts and actions. And this book really makes me feel whole. Like, I feel like I only find myself in books and stuff. Like, I only find people like myself or concepts like myself within books. I don't really find it in people. I mean, recently I kind of have. It's rare, but there's nothing wrong with it being rare. Like, I don't always need to run into those kind of people that understand me, but it definitely feels a lot less isolating. And thank God for Taoism. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, because I don't know, I always thought, like, why do I always feel, I don't know, whenever I hit my rock bottom, to get back to the topic, see, I've just rambled, whenever I've hit like rock bottom, I have this weird feeling of like serenity, where I'm just like at peace with everything. I'm just like, anything could happen to me, and I'm just, because you really can't go lower than rock bottom. That's the point of rock bottom. Like, ego, death, all of that stuff, once you've hit that, there's literally, you can't go any lower. So it kind of brings you a sense of comfort, where it's like, oh, anything could happen, and it wouldn't be worse than what I'm going through right now. So that's where the line, I don't know how it went verbatim, but like, that's where the line, oh, even if you go down the ladder or up the ladder, it's still shaky. And then after that, it was, what was after that? After the shakiness of the ladder, it was that, like, once your 2 feet are on the ground, that's when you feel most secure. So I guess it's kind of highlighting how having an obsession with going up or down, or like constantly like trying to calibrate or check if you've gone up or down, you're still going to feel that weird anxiety feeling, because you're still tracking every single move instead of just like letting things be. Like, instead of just being like, oh, this happened, this is positive, this happened, this is negative, therefore I need to react like this, react accordingly like this, because it's positive or negative or whatever. Like, in reality, we should just like not react to things, in my opinion. Like, as simple as it sounds, it's true, most things in life are simple. Humans are the ones complicating things. And I'm starting to like unravel my own brain. I'm starting to like not feel the need to overcomplicate everything. Like, I'm very, very like, whatever happens. Like, that's how it's meant to be. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to try and move anything. I'm not going to try understand things that I don't understand, to an extent. I'm not saying I'm not going to like gain knowledge or anything. I mean, like, things that are just we're not meant to understand everything as humans. That's my belief. Like, we're not meant to like understand every single thing. We're not meant to comprehend. We literally can't comprehend some things. We can't even see all the colors that actually exist. We only have so many cones in our eyes, I think, too. I don't know. But yeah, once I've hit rock bottom, that's why, again, I do all these sins or mistakes, just so I can feel that, like, an adjacent feeling to like rock bottom, I guess, because it's the only feeling that makes me feel like alive and well. I don't know how to explain it, like, to feel less alien, because everyone seems to be going through some rock bottom phase, or everyone seems to be going through something bad, or something that seems excruciatingly painful, but I'm not, and I'm just like, why am I not feeling this? And that like gets in between me and the other person, so it builds another like barrier when I'm already neurodivergent. So there's already that barrier. So to feel like I can understand people, I need to go through what they're going through. Obviously, I don't need to do that all the time, but that's what's worked for me so far, and it can get quite draining, obviously. And it makes you feel like an alien robot thing, cyborg, I don't know. And I'm really not a fan of feeling like that. So I've just stopped. I've just gone back to reading my Taoism books. I've just gone back to like God, just gone back to my own brain. Everything that you need or require is already up there. Everything. There's not a lot of things, like everything that's ever been thought has come from a human brain. That's all you really need. Like you can't, matter isn't created or destroyed, that type of stuff. Like, everything that's already here, you can't just magic it here. It's been here. We've had the resources the whole time. That includes the brain and the thoughts that we've had in it. And yeah, like I'm gonna stop chasing this feeling, because it's an addiction almost. Not an addiction, but like this urge to always hit rock bottom. It's not healthy and I don't like it. Like, yeah, sure, I get a lesson out of it, but there are other ways I could have gotten that same lesson. So I don't know, this marks me reading about Taoism again, like I always have, but it just feels nice to know I don't need to like live a certain life the rest of my life. I don't always need to do bad things to understand that they're bad. That sounds really dumb. Like, obviously, don't put your hand in fire, it's hot, but there's a reason. Someone had to put their hand in the fire, So yeah, I don't actually know if any of this made sense, but again, I watched back most of these videos so that I can see if I've learned anything or changed, or like the perspectives like shifted or whatever, because I don't know, I change very quickly. I say neutrally, like bad, good, doesn't matter. Like, it's all an experience. Like, I like learning things very fast, or just learning things in general. And I learn things quite fast, especially when it comes to like emotional stuff, because I find emotions to be like one of the most interesting things ever, and like the world and the universe, whatever. So yeah, if you feel like you always need to do something bad to know it's bad, you should probably stop, because you will burn out. So yeah.